Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. I hope you are good, enjoying your weekend, and definitely getting ready for the next week. So let's look at the website first. If anyone want to join for the group membership or looking for training, just simply head to the techtradingacademy.com, check the membership levels and group membership plan for 1 year, group membership plan, 2 year plan, and one-on-one training. If you are looking for further information, just fill that form and send that form to me for further information. So I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. All right. And if you are looking for social sites so that you can follow updates, ideas, and setups, just simply head to my TradingView profile or check under the YouTube video. Check the YouTube description section. All right. So you're gonna see links. All links are there. So you can check the signature box and links are there for website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack group, and Telegram. All right. So let's look at the setups. We are having some setups on the TradingView profile, yeah, and then we're gonna move on to to the the charts. All right. So first of all, pound yen. We know that there is a Brexit issue with the pound pairs. All right. Because of that, pound is under pressure and still keep pushing lower and hit the bottom and trying to hold the previous bottom and trying to reverse. So our longer term forecast on the pound is the reversal, and there going to be a huge potential for upside on the pound pairs. All right. So highly likely we're going to see sharp move on the pound pairs after the Brexit, or if we are going to have a deal before 31st of October, then highly likely pound going to go up. Yeah. So in case if we are not going to have a good deal and we are going to, I mean, we are having no deal on Brexit issue, right? Then pound can drop for another, 100 to 200 or 300 pips move can appear over there for more on side. Yeah, simply it can visit up to 17, 16 or 18, 1.17, 17, 16, 16 going to be far away. The historical low on the pound pair is the 105. Yeah, after hitting that area, pound reverse very, very aggressively. All right, and they're going to be potentially longer run on the pound pairs for reversal. So we still can see one more drop. Prices, rising from the bottom. Some price action appearing over there, and price is trying to hold the previous low, right? And trying to bounce off. So they're going to be one more drop, right? One more drop can appear over there. Price can break down the correction which we are having on pound pairs. I will show you, and that correction can push lower again back to the previous bottom and or possible new low, and then pound can reverse aggressively for upside. So we are bullish on pound pairs for longer term, and short term we are bearish. So we are looking for one more drop on the pound pairs. Okay. And let's look at the pound yen. There are going to be huge potential on this pair. Huge means huge, all right? So the similar way, the way you guys having potential on it from that top, a big wave, all right? So December 16, long ago, all right? So almost more than 1.5 years. So long ago, we were having that big drop. Now prices hitting the previous bottom. So similar kind of wave we're gonna see for upside, and multiple buy setup going to be over there on the pound yen from the bottom. And another other thing, the safe haven safe havens have to lose their value, then this market gonna stable. So yen to go down, pound to go higher, right? And chart you guys have just seen, all right? So similar kind of big move give us another wave like that, big ABC move there, right? Or possible longer term reversal. So longer term reversal also can appear over there on the pound yen. So when I say longer term reversal, that means I'm saying the pound to go all the way up to 195, 190, 195. So this might be a strange right now to say that the pound going to go that much far away, but in longer run, pound can go to that place because it is at the bottom, right? It is at the bottom. It is at the low, right? And the pound started to drop because of before the Brexit from this area. Okay, so it was in a strong bullish trend, and after that, pound was keep pushing lower, and there we were having Brexit, and when we were having due, I mean the Brexit did not happen, and after that, I mean Brexit didn't happen on time. Pound started to bounce off and reverse. Now we are having again same issue going down. Once that issue going to be over, the direction of the pound going to be reversal for longer term. Yeah, on lower time frame, that's what still we can see another drop on the pound. All right, so we are still within this bearish trend. All right, so the bearish trend which we were expecting from the channel, all right, from those areas, we are still within that. We are having these moves. This is a previous trend. Okay, so similar kind of move still can appear over there. One more drop. Okay, this kind of one more drop, or all right, like that kind of move there. Okay, or previous bottom, or new low, or previous bottom. And once price gonna do that, another correction, go down, or simply bounce off from the bottom. So I will show you the lower time frame, what to do on lower time frame, how you can trade on this chart. All right, so go down and then aggressively bounce off, correct, and give us a longer term reversal. So there's going to be a very short move from the bottom on the pound. When pound going to start to reverse, there will be a very short move. Okay, this short move happens before reversals. All right, and most of the time this short move, most of the time you're going to see going to driven by the fundamentals. All right, so like that. So we were expecting one more up move like that at this area. All right, but price just broke out very aggressively. We were expecting triangle and one more drop, but well, yeah, buy from there and go there and then drop, but it's just broke out. So that short move appear there, right? That short move appear there for reversal, and similar kind of short move you are looking for at that bottom. Okay, so we still can see one more drop and short move and incorrect and just reverse the trend for longer term. Yeah, so that one strong move can be driven by the fundamentals. All right, so positive outcome of the Brexit definitely will drive the pound bears for aggressively for upside. So same analysis on the pound cat. Okay, so we're going to look at the lower time frame, what to do, how to trade on the lower time frame. So same analysis, a big move, big bullish move, ABC move, another ABC move, and form another ABC move for upside or possible longer term reversal. All right, so longer term reversal. So same analysis on the lower time frame, one more drop. Okay, this one more drop you guys see. So there we need to see a correction before we start to look for it to continue to go higher. Okay, so another correction should be over there and price to break out aggressively for upside, and then you can say that the trend is going to reverse and you should start looking for reversal. So reversal isn't there at the moment, and sharp breakdown, correct, and complete the one more drop, and from the bottom reverse aggressively. So pound pairs still can push for one more drop. Okay, so pound cat, pound yen, both are same. Euro pound is also same like that. Okay, so euro pound is hitting the top, reverse from the top, aggressively, looks like aggressively reversing. All right, so the potential is to the downside. Okay, so it still can push higher for one more up move because of the the Brexit issue, all right? So similar kind of move can happen over there. Okay, so correct and just keep breaking down aggressively and continue the trend to the downside, all right? Or bounce off, okay, and go for another up move and then draw from the top. Okay, so one more up move still can happen on the euro pound. Pound chief, same like the other pound pairs, all right? So let's look at the lower time frame chart. So it still can go down for one more drop, all right? So correct and then break out and reverse the trend and keep forming the correction and keep going up for longer term. The way going down, all right? Okay, or give us a sharp move, correct, and go down for one more drop and from the bottom reversal, longer term reversal. Okay, so the bigger chart is there. Not one more month away, 2 months, 31st of October. Yeah, so you're still having September and October. All right, but that does not mean that you're going to have outcome on 31st of October. All right, so we can have outcome of the result even before that. All right, if they're gonna agree next month in September, then it can happen. Brexit can happen even before 31st of October. All right, so price action will tell you that where the pound is going to head, going to to go for longer run. All right, so far there is no. We were having some positive news last week, and because of that, pound slightly went higher because UK Prime Minister was there in the EU and he was talking with the EU leaders and some positive rumors were driving the pound for upside. All right. So if we're gonna have any positive outcome before 31st of October, then you should not wait for the 31st of October. All right. Okay, so news gonna move the market. Obviously, you are not the only one who's waiting for that to happen. There are many big players who are waiting for this event to be over, right? And they are looking to buy. They are looking to buy pound for upside, right? So big opportunity gonna be over there on pound pairs. So when I say longer term, that means longer term, right? Not for 2 week or 3 weeks. So longer term means that for next couple of months, even maybe. So when you look at this chart, okay, let's look at this chart. So this chart is saying that 518 days. All right. So that wave can take 518 days. So means that more than 2 years, almost 2 years, not more than 2 years, almost. Yeah, almost 2 years. Yeah, 360 plus 360 gonna be 2 years. Yeah, close to 2 years. Right. So big. This is a big wave and will take a lot of time to price to reach over there, and there are going to be a lot of opportunities when the price going to start to go into that way. Okay, so there are going to be a lot of opportunities on lower time frame because price keep correcting and keep pushing higher. So that's what you are looking to catch. And pound dollar obviously similar like the other pound pairs. All right. Okay, so pound is trying to hold the bottom and a longer term reversal. It can even go beyond 145. All right, so our target is 160 in longer run. 160, hit the 160 or 165 in longer run. Okay, and on lower time frame, we still can see one more drop. Right, we still can see one more drop. Price is somewhere there at this area. So last week, if you remember that, I was showing you this expanding triangle, all right, and shot them one more up within this area. Okay, shot them one more up move on lower time frame. Okay, that was the lower time frame structure. You can trade, all right? You can trade. That does not mean you shouldn't trade, but make sure you trade with stop, all right? So if you're gonna use stop loss, that's okay. But if you're not gonna use stop loss and gonna trade without stop loss, aggressive move, all right? Aggressive move, gonna take all money away from your account. An aggressive move, these kind of, you know, these days, market is being, moved by tweets, all right? If you look at the market, Donald Trump is moving the market. He just tweet and market is just whips up and down. So market is very sensitive these days to trade war. All right, so any positive and negative tweet from the Donald Trump going to move the market very, very aggressively. All right, so currently he's moving the market. Yeah, you can say that Trump is moving the market, or Chinese, I mean, any retaliatory news from China. These two powers are moving market these days. All right. So central banks are just waiting and watching what these politicians are doing and what they're going to do in future for a trade war. So trade war is the central issue at the moment, which is moving the market. All right. And safe havens getting strong, and other measures are getting weak, getting worse. All right. So one more drop can happen over there on the pound dollar, and it can visit up to 118 or 117, and then again reversal. So we'll look at the lower time frame what to do. All right. So pound dollar and Australian dollar, US dollar chart. Hope you guys have already seen that. All right. I have shown you that chart. So price went lower and bounced out from the bottom. So next week you're looking for this ABC move to break out for upside. Again, this pair to go into that direction. Okay, so there is possibility that the price can break down this ABC move, which is I mean change. It can change that ABC move and can slightly push lower like that, and again can bounce off from the bottom or new low. So the trade you should look for is the this move, all right? So rather than for selling it, yeah, if you're gonna sell this pair, you are selling it at the bottom, at the floor. You only can sell it for short term. All right. Okay. And New Zealand dollar, similar like the pound pairs. All right. So the moves you see there on the on these pairs. Okay. So pound went lower, Australian dollar went lower against the dollar. All right. So New Zealand dollar went lower against the dollar. So there is single issue which is driving these currencies. Single issue, single problem, you guys can say that. That's the trade war, right? So we are having a good news that the US and Japan is going to reach a deal next month. So they are broadly agree on a trade framework, and they're going to sign that next month, which is a good news for the market, but not a I mean, good news at that scale. The news gonna be when when US and China gonna reach to the deal. All right, so that's gonna be the surprise for the market when these two big giants gonna reach to the deal. That's gonna move the market. Okay, so that deal, yeah, gonna reverse these currencies very, very aggressively for upside for longer term. Okay, Kiwi gonna go higher, Uzi gonna go higher, because these countries depend on the Chinese. I mean, depend on China, and China slowing down means that world is slowing down. When world is slowing down means that you are having recession risk. Yeah. Okay, so when you are having a recession risk means that you are having strength on the gold, you are having strength on the silver, you're gonna have strength on the yen, and you're gonna see stock market gonna start to go down. There's gonna be fear. People are gonna start to take their money off from the market. Okay, so we are conditions. I mean, conditions between U.S. and China still very tight, tit for tat. All right. So already very, I mean, you can say that worse than the 2018. They started out some things in 2018, and after that stock market started to push higher. Okay. Now current scenario, almost I think US, you know, you know, using I mean they are US is being paid tariffs on almost on all Chinese goods, all right? Almost on all Chinese goods. So they don't have they don't have left a lot of space behind. US don't have a lot of space behind. I mean, they have already put a tariff almost on all Chinese product. What they can do now, they can raise the way Donald Trump has done last Friday. He raised, you know, 10 to 15%. All right. So so you only can expect that things gonna get better rather than going to get more worse. All right. So so recession, you know, uh, recession is not good for the world. All right. So means that you're gonna lose jobs and and uh, and there are going to be a lot of other issues as well if we're going to start to face another recession. All right, but definitely recession going to form opportunities for longer run again. But currently those who are having, I mean, already invested a lot of money in the market, so they're going to face, you know, losses. So it's not good for market players, and they don't want to see recession. All right, so, and there are not going to be recession, guys, don't worry. You're not going to see recession anytime soon. The 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 risk or the hype which you guys see in the market has been created artificially by media and by politicians. All right, so the way the US and Japan reach to a deal, similar way you're going to see that. So at some point US China are going to reach to a deal, and again market going to start to behave in, you know, normally. Okay, and we believe that market is at extreme level. All right, extreme level means that the you only can expect the positive news. All right, so you don't know what Trump is going to say in next tweet. All right, so if he's going to say in next tweet that everything is fine, they are talking with the China, and they are moving forward, this is going to be a positive news for the market. All right, and market again going to start to bounce off, means that safe haven is going to start to go down, stock market going to start to go up, and the other majors going to start to rise against the dollars. Right. Okay, so market is sensitive these days to the to Donald Trump. Right, he's the center stage at the moment. So let's look at the kiwi. All right, kiwi dollar similar like the pound dollar. Yeah, it slightly can push lower, it is pushing lower and slowly going down, and we are expecting that the price going to bounce up from the bottom after hitting the bottom. All right, so we're going to look at the chart. All right, and yeah, this is the alert. All right, this chart, the US 10-year yield is the alert for the recession. Okay, so in 2012 it hit the floor, it hit the 1.40 and then reversed. Okay, everything was normal at that time, and then again went lower. So we were having same issue, same problem. Yeah, experts were talking in 2016 that we are going to see a recession and this and that. Yeah, so you're gonna see always when yield gonna drop, the experts gonna come out and they're gonna start to say that the recession is going to come. All right, but what happened after that? Again, we have seen recovery. All right, market started to recover. So same, the move driven this time is sharp. Okay, on the US 10-year yield, the the sell we have seen on the yield is very aggressive to the downside. All right, Okay, it is not similar like the previous wave, right? So previous wave was corrective, and that's why people did not notice that when price was dropping to the downside. All right, it was dropping to the downside slowly after forming corrections, and things were fine. But when it hit the floor, then people started to cry, and it went up. All right, so it went aggressively to the downside. That's why there is fear. All right. So again, there going to be stability, even if it is going to get, going to break the bottom, right? So what was the Fed funds rate in 2007 recession? 0.25, all right? 0.25 basis point. So a negative interest rate is also possible, but during this recession means that less tools for the central banks. All right. So negative recession, negative interest rate is they're going to be very less likely on the U.S. U.S. Fed, interest rate very less likely going to go beyond the zero. Okay. So means that more cut from the Fed is very less likely. That's why they are sticking to the current rate and saying that they are neutral at the 2.25, and in longer run they're going to raise the interest rate rather than easing. So Trump is asking them to go for quantitative easing, QE, so that stock market can go up and he can win the election. Right? So his goal is to win the election. Right? And he will do everything for that. So there's going to be stability very soon. Yield going to start to go up. Other pairs going to start to to behave normally. So means that so we have spoken almost 20 minutes, right? So we did not look at the charts. We have spoken about the issues which are driving the market. So these issues means that there are going to be opportunities into the market, all right? So when things going to start to calm down, all right, and many officials are saying that they are not seeing recession at all in next couple of months, all right? So it means that there are going to be stability. When there are going to be stability, there are going to be opportunities. All right? When there are going to be opportunities, you need to focus on those pairs where you're going to have potential, which pair is going to rise on these, you know, when these uncertainties going to be over. Okay? So let's move on to the charts now. Okay, yeah, two more charts, two more good charts, not two more good charts. There you got another chart, right? The Uzi chief. Okay, so this is also a longer term chart. Last week we were short term bearish on it, but again next week price to hold the bottom and bounce off very aggressively for upside. This is a longer term chart, all right? And the dollar yen. These are the opportunities which I'm showing you. Where price is going to go in longer run. Okay, so we are anticipating there going to be stability, market going to stabilize, and price is going to move for upside. Okay, so specifically on the safe haven. So dollar yen is also a good opportunity. So you have seen that move, all right, already very aggressive move, a short term one more drop last week. Okay, now next week you're looking for price to hold that bottom at this bottom, and this is your trade. All right, so short term trade is this. Okay, so short term trade is this. This is your short term trade. Okay, that circle is your short term trade from the bottom. So in case if price push lower, let's say price is going to break that bottom, okay, breaking that bottom and going lower, still this is your trade. All right, so if it is going beyond the 105, going, let's say 104.50, 104.60, yeah, or even if it is going to hit the 104, all right, another you can say that 100 pip drop, all right, so still there's going to be opportunity to buy. Okay, if you understand that. So if you don't, then go back and look at the past chart, on the dollar yen past chart. Okay, and those past charts going to help you. All right, So that was the update. So the move was sharp to the downside, which means that you should pay attention at the bottom. All right, so, or you can look at, I will show you the chart when we look at, when we're going to look at the dollar yen chart. All right, so CAD yen is very much similar like the dollar yen chart. All right, very much similar like that. So either give us a correction over there, similar ABC move, and keep pushing lower, okay, or safe havens, you start to lose your value and longer term reversal. Okay, so price is at the bottom. Okay, so went lower for one more drop. This shot went lower for one more drop. So you're expecting next week this kind of move to happen from the bottom, right? So breakout and reverse. So all these opportunities are very good, and let's move on. All right, let's move on. Let's look at the charts now. So let's look at the dollar index first. Okay, so dollar index was keep pushing slowly for upside last week, and then suddenly when Donald Trump tweeted, boom, it went lower very aggressively. Okay, so we still believe that dollar gonna stay within that ascending channel rather than longer term drop, right? So it still can push higher for one more up move after hitting the channel line. All right, so this ABC move, A, B, and C, and then go back up for one more up move from hitting the trend line and go back up. Okay, so which means that on lower time frame, uh, correction, right? So correct and slowly keep pushing lower. All right, so correct and go down for one more drop. Okay, hit the trend line. Okay, form another sharp move and again go back up within that ascending wedge or channel. All right, so not a best pair to trade these days. All right, so dollar index is not a best pair to trade these days. All right, so because it is at the bottom and running within the corrections, which means that it can go back up to the top and again can get down aggressively to the downside. So you should wait for the price either to hit the top and then you sell, or hit the bottom of the trend and then go back up for another up move. So any trade you take within these ranges means that you are taking short-term trades, all right? Okay, so it still can push back within that flat formation like this. Okay, and then again can get down. So similar kind of formation. All right. Okay, so we are still within the ascending wedge or descending channel or wedge on the euro dollar, which means that price still can visit the bottom. Okay, so very much similar chart like the dollar index. So the point you need to note there is that some some EU officials are saying that EU need more stimulus, all right, in September. Means that quantitative easing, all right. So if we are going to have that in September, means that euro can continue to go lower, all right. So euro can continue to go lower. So if we're gonna look at the chart on a bigger time frame, which I have shown you this last week as well. So fib levels are secondary, all right. So any tool or anything which I draw on my chart is secondary, all right. So any tool or these trend lines are secondary. So first is the price action, all right. So that's really important. So ignore the fib lines, ignore the trend lines, all right. So ignore those things, they are secondary. They are telling me a pattern formation or how price is behaving. These tools are secondary, all right. So don't rely all the time on these tools. Okay, so last week I have shown you this chart. Okay, so euro can push up for one more up move slowly like that. Okay, it can form similar kind of move and an expanding triangle, very much similar to the previous one, and again can continue to go lower slowly the way it is doing right now back to that bottom. Means that more easing from the EU gonna drive this to the downside. Okay, because Germany is on the edge of recession. If Germany is not going to recover, then euro not gonna rise, right? Euro gonna keep pushing lower and gonna get back to the bottom again. So it means that they're gonna start quantitative easing again, or more stimulus. You can see that, and you're gonna stay under pressure, and price gonna keep pushing lower. Yeah, then we're not gonna get the move which we are looking since very long. This move, all right? We're not gonna get that wave. All right. So and dollar index gonna continue to push higher, not downside. All right. So trade with care on the euro dollar. Short-term trade's gonna be over there, and as I said, correction, and that correction to continue to go higher. Okay, so correction and that correction to continue to go higher. Okay, all the way where I have shown you my expanding triangle and then drop, or euro to push for one more drop and hit that bottom or go beyond that 101, one, yeah, one. Let me yeah, make my chart correct. All right, so I'm having issues, so it's not showing the correct price. All right, so it's not showing the correct price. So 1010, it can visit the 1010 and again can rise from the 1010. So it's not ready to buy from the current price. It still can visit the lows, all right? So dollar chief, very much similar like the last week, all right? So we were looking for this to continue to go higher. Okay, so we are still looking for this to complete that short term one more drop and then again go back up within that flat formation. Okay, so longer term forecast is still bearish to the downside. That is our forecast. Okay, but we want to see one more up move. Yeah, it was doing well. It went up nicely, going up. Okay, and then again, Trump came and everything started to go down. All right, safe haven started to surge. So on lower time frame, correct on a 15-minute time frame, push lower. Okay, and again from bounce up from the bottom and go back up, form the same pattern formation which I have shown you last week, flat formation. All right, so hold that bottom and go back up again within that flat formation. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. There you can see that price is already trying to correct. Okay, so once price gonna complete that correction, okay, short-term continuation to the downside. All right, and complete that trade and again bounce off from the bottom the way it it has done last time. Okay, just similar kind of price action from the bottom again. Okay, hit the bottom and then bounce off from the bottom like that. All right, so dollar chief, we are still expecting that the dollar chief gonna go back up within that flat formation. All right, and dollar cat and dollar cat, same analysis. If you guys remember the previous one, all right, same analysis. We are looking for dollar cat to slowly keep pushing for upside, but they're going to be short-term sell setup from the top at the current price. Okay, so this move to complete. So dollar cat to keep pushing slowly the way it is doing right now. Okay, hit that top, form this ABC move for the downside, and then break down. Okay, so there on lower time frame, you can see clearly, guys. Okay, so it's pushing up slowly, not aggressive for upside, which means that it can break down at any time like that. Okay, this kind of move can happen over there. So any trade you take for upside, trade with care. And every time when dollar can hit the top, you are looking for counter trend trade. Okay, so look for this, watch it. If breakdown, stay into that trade up to that bottom. Okay, if hold, then take off your profit, right, and start to look for it to continue to go higher. Okay, currently we are having this formation, ABC move over there, and then continue to go higher. And Kiwi dollar, slowly keep pushing lower. Okay, bigger chart you guys have just seen. Okay, flat formation and price to bounce up from the bottom. So it is pushing lower slowly. You can see over there, means that struggling to push higher. Last week I was showing you a flat formation. That flat formation still possible over there, all right? Okay, so this corrective downtrend, or let's draw from there. Okay, so you see that price is slowly pushing lower, keep going down. Okay, so this corrective downtrend to break up aggressively, correct, and Kiwi dollar, US dollar to reverse. Okay, so this correction still there, all right? This ABC move. Okay, price still can push lower up to previous low, up to flat formation, and then again price can bounce up from the bottom. So where you need to pay attention on these corrections, all right? See that these corrections are trying to push the price for upside. This is clearly telling you guys that the Kiwi is very weak currency at the moment. Okay, so dollar went down very aggressively, but this country, this currency did not do anything. So it's just struggling. All right, just struggling. So these corrections to form and keep pushing for upside. All right, so if I'm gonna draw slightly different. Okay, so keep pushing lower and bounce off and flat formation or longer term reversal. Okay, so this chart you guys have just seen. Go back up and on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so short-term sell setup was there. I have shown you last week that short-term sell from that top. So that short-term sell setup completed, and from bottom. So make sure you trade with care from when you are taking buy, right, on the Uzi dollar. Then trade with care for buy, because these Kiwi and Uzi, these two currencies are heavily under pressure, right? Heavily under pressure, and this is just because of the trade war. So any trade you're gonna take on these currencies means that if you're gonna buy the Uzi, that means you are trying to counter the longer term bearish trend and you're going against that trend. If you know how to trade against that trend, perfect, trade it. If you don't, then don't trade on these currencies for a reversal at the moment. All right, so just keep trading for short term with the previous trend. Whenever you're going to have the correction, short term downtrend, short term sell on these currencies and take off your profit. Don't stay into those trades for longer term. Okay, so reversal next week, all right, or one more up move. Okay, so the short term one more up move or bounce off. All right, like that trade. All right, like that trade, like that trade or reversal. Okay, this move from bottom. Okay, so price slightly can push lower. All right, so the way it is doing, it can push lower, it can hit the bottom and can bounce off from the bottom. All right, and let's look at the metals and then we're going to move on to the pound pairs. So gold went up again. Okay, so gold is still in a strong bullish trend, right? Strong bullish trend and strong bullish trend, and there is uncertainty into the market. Gold is being driven by the uncertainty. Okay, and it still can push up to 1560 or even up to $1,600. All right, there is possibility that the gold still can push higher for up to $1,600. Right, so means that your 10-year yields can drop up to 140 or 125 or even maybe up to one you know one or 100 basis point, right? So gold don't have a lot of room for upside, right? Gold, yeah. In other words, you can say that gold is a safe haven and gold price is only going to go up. Yeah, definitely, the gold going to go up in longer term. But we are currently talking about technical point of view, right? So we are not talking about that the gold price only going to go up indefinitely, right? So correct and then continue to go higher, or drop aggressively from the top and continue to go lower, reverse the trend. Okay, so price bounced off. So this is price was still in this correction, all right? So in this correction. Okay, so which can push up like that for one more up move. And again, we're going to see correction, similar like the previous one, or sharp sell from the top. And price going to continue to go lower, going to start to reverse. All right, so what you should look for next week, first of all, let the market open, right? And wait for the market to open. If it is, yeah, it is expected that the gold gonna gap up because we were having some news over the weekend, and those news can open the goal with gap. All right, so this possibility exists over there because Trump tweeted when market closed on Friday. He was waiting for the market to close because when he tweeted, market started to react to his tweets aggressively. And right after that, he said that he gonna put more tariffs on the Chinese product, and then he waited for the market to close, and then after when market closed, he tweeted. All right, so we haven't seen impact on the market of those tariffs, the tariffs he raised, 5% more tariffs, the on the goods, on 200 billion goods. All right, so he raised 5% more tariff. Last time he was saying that he's going to charge 10%, and then he raised 5%. Yeah, and I think total is 20%, so it's huge tariff. All right, so we haven't seen a react of those uh, you know tariffs. So we haven't seen uh, reaction of those tweets. So it can open with gap, price can gap up, and then again start to correct again. So currently, what we are anticipating, yeah, we are anticipating that the price to fall aggressively from that top, something like that. All right. So this sharp move, this sharp sell is less likely. The reason is that conditions are still tit for tat between the US and China, and that's the major driver of the dollar gold to go higher. And if we're going to have some positive news from that point of view, then obviously gold going to start to go down. All right, or this is what we are anticipating, a sharp sell. So if we're not going to get that sharp sell, then give us another corrective move like that. All right, within that ABC move, and then go back up again. Okay, go back up again, and 5 waves within that, and then drop longer term to the downside, or start to draw from the current price. All right, give a similar kind of move. Okay, if this sharp sell is not coming and price going to keep pushing higher like that. Okay, so keep waiting for this sharp move to happen again from the top, because at some point you're going to see that the sharp move going to come and the gold going to start to either going to give you a bigger correction or reversal. So same analysis on the silver. All right, so yeah, possible it can go up to that much far away. All right, so 1700, so 1700 is far away. All right, and and if gold is going to go that much far away, then definitely yield gonna drop more. All right, and when yield gonna drop more means that stock market, you already have seen. Yeah, so on Friday when Trump tweeted 400 billions wiped out from the S&P 500. right? So someone is costing money, right? So these tweets creating problem for someone, right? So 500 billion, it's a big money, guys. Okay, so if gold is going to push up to $1,700, equity market gonna drop like 20-25%. Means that 5 to 6 trillion is gonna be wiped out from the equity market, right? Or yield, things gonna get more worse. Okay, if gold gonna keep pushing higher, things gonna get more worse. Things are already worse, so more worse, right? So um, same analysis on the silver. Hope you have seen. Gold has a room, even it has a room to push up to 2,000, right? Even it can go beyond $2,000, right? So when you say that the gold gonna go up to $2,000, means that there gonna be a risk for the global economies, right? Financial crisis means that you are talking about the something like financial crisis is going to come. We are going to see financial crisis like the way we have seen in 2007. All right, the more the price is going to go up on the gold means that the other assets going to drop, going to lose their value. All right, and when other assets going to lose their value means that investors are not confident to put their money in the market. Yeah, and any you know securities or instruments which governments have introduced for like bond. All right, so how government going to get money? How they going to raise the money? All right. Okay, so more problem going to be over there for central banks. All right, so they gonna step in. All right, soon you're gonna see that they're gonna step in and they're gonna start to manage these things, and we're gonna see stability into the market. Okay, so they are sitting to watch the market very very closely. So silver is similar like the gold chart. This is the weekly chart. Silver to go down from that top, it pushed higher, went up on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so 4-hour time frame, very much similar analysis like the gold. All right, so price to hold that top, right, and this ABC move to drop aggressively to the downside, a corrective move and go back up and then drop to the downside. Well, so someone is watching these prices. Don't forget that. These are not driven, you can say that by, I mean, by their own, right? So central banks are watching these prices. They're managing these prices. Okay, so they're going to step in. So platinum also to go down, and this expanding. If you look at the Paul Jackson Hole speech, he clearly said that he's watching the market very very closely. There is risk to the U.S. economy, all right, and they are watching very very closely. They're gonna step in, all right, when they're gonna see that things are going out of control. They're gonna step in and they just need to pass a comment, all right. Don't forget that they don't need to do a lot of things. A single comment is enough for the market to reverse. Okay, so the expanding triangle to go down. Okay, and palladium to go down too. Okay, so it's correcting, same analysis like last week. Go down, break that correction, go down, hit the bottom, and then go back up. Same analysis, same chart. So make sure when you trade on this chart, you trade with care for sell, all right? So you need to see a sharp move, sharp aggressive sell on it, all right? So this kind of sharp sell, aggressive sell, and that sharp aggressive sell should break down the correction. Okay, so like that, or go back up for another up move, and give us that sharp sell from the top, from the upper channel line, right, and break that correction for the downside. Okay, so hold that trend again and keep pushing for one more up move and then suddenly drop like that, or break down aggressively from the current price. So let's move on to the pound dollar chart. chart you guys have just seen, bigger time frame chart. Okay, so reverse within that flat formation, and on lower time frame, okay, so it is correcting and still price slowly pushing up. Okay, and what you expecting next week, price to go down very aggressively, sharp move, correct, and continue to go down for the next week and a next wave, the wave which I have just shown you. All right, so if don't fall aggressively and start to correct like that, okay, flat formation, one more up move like this, okay, and then again look for this to fall aggressively to the downside. They will, right? So they will solve this issue. We're going to have positive outcome of the Brexit, all right? Okay, I mean, not going to get the no deal, okay? If even if they're going to get the no deal, after that they're going to start to I mean, they're going to start to overcome on the issues, all right? So they're going to get the some kind of agreement if there not going to be no deal, all right? Okay, so one more drop can happen over there on the pound dollar chart, and you're looking for it to fall sharply and continue to go down for one more drop, the way pound chief is doing right now. Same analysis. Okay, so correction is there and continue to go down for one more drop. Okay, so chart you guys have just seen, pound chief chart. This is the update. This is the update, and pound chief to continue to go into that direction. Alright, so this chart and correct back to that correction and push up or break down. Okay, so ABC move and go higher. All right, go higher for another drop or this correction to get slightly bigger. Don't break that top and continue to go down for one more drop. Yeah, so simply just watch this correction, the correction which is just turning over there. Okay, this move is driven by the Donald Trump. Okay, so we see Donald Trump footprints there. All right, so Donald Trump footprints are there on that move. So continue to go lower, and euro pound also can push higher for one more up move, right? Okay, so if we're gonna go back to the 4-hour time frame chart, okay, so same chart like the pound chief or the chart you have seen on the other pound pairs. Okay, so it's also correcting. So we are longer term bearish on this chart, right? And longer term bullish on other pound pairs. Okay, another correction is just forming over there. So let's remove, and all right, so this correction to bounce off, yeah, and turn into that bigger correction and then drop like the pound chief chart or pound dollar chart, all right, or continue to go back up for another up move, right, and then drop again from the previous high. Same chart like other pound pairs. Yeah, you're gonna see Donald Trump footprints on everywhere these days, all right? So pound cat, all right, so pound cat is also similar like the other pound pairs. Okay, this chart, expanding triangle, and on lower time frame, same analysis. If you're going to remove these couple of arrows, and all right, so let's put this there, and there you're having a trend, all right, that trend, price is still holding the correction, all right, so similar kind of correction like the pound dollar and push more higher, okay, or aggressively drop from the top, correct, and continue for the next leg, all right, so this kind of price behavior you're expecting at the top on the pound cat and then continue to go lower. Okay, so pound Aussie and pound Kiwi, they are slightly different. Okay, but yes, they also can go down for one more drop. So we are looking for pound Uzi to go down for one more drop back to the bottom and then again rise. All right, and there is possibility that this pair gonna keep pushing higher. So these pound is getting strong against these currencies. The big reason is that the Uzi is weaker and the Kiwi is weaker. All right, so yeah, very much similar kind of analysis like the other pound pairs. All right, so on lower time frame analysis. So short move, correct, and come up to that trend line and break down and test that bottom. All right, or okay, go down, flat formation, and then reverse the trend. So you're looking for this pair to drop next week. So trade with care. Pound is strong, Uzi is weak, and this pair is not ready at the moment to go down aggressively. Okay, so you see that it is still in a short-term uptrend or bullish trend. Okay, correcting, pushing higher, correcting, and pushing higher. So you need a short move over there and correction, and then go down. So when I say short move, that means intervention, all right, or fundamentals. Fundamentals are going to be behind that move. Yeah, when fundamentals move the market, yeah, you see short moves, all right, and normally price you're going to see follow those short moves. Okay, so same analysis on this chart, on bigger daily time frame chart. The continuation, yeah, in longer run, yeah, from this bottom, yeah, so from this bottom to continue. Okay, and when we look at the lower time frame, you're going to see the same analysis. Okay, so this corrective uptrend to break down. Okay, so if pound is going to drop, all right, let's say there is no deal, pound is going to drop, then these two pairs going to give you more potential than the other pairs. Okay, because pound is strong against them. All right, so similar kind of analysis like the other pound pairs. Okay, ABC move. Okay, push higher and then drop aggressively and go down, or or break down aggressively, okay, and correct and keep going down. So for this move, you need to look for strength on the Kiwi and Uzi. So strength, they're gonna give you drop on these pairs. Otherwise, pound will stay strong on the other against the Uzi and Kiwi. Okay, so same chart on the pound yen, like the pound chief chart. Okay, so because the safe haven, both are same, pound chief and pound yen both are same. So longer term reversal, short term, you guys have seen this chart. Okay, pound yen. Okay, so this one more drop. So correct there and then take off or just go down. Okay, so currently you're looking for it to continue to go down. All right, so going deeper and deeper. Correction is going deeper and deeper, all right? Okay, so go more higher like the previous one and then break down, or this correction which is just turning over there. Don't break that top, get more deeper and then continue to go lower. Okay, so longer term we are bullish on the safe havens, all right? Yes. Okay, if we're gonna have cut, highly likely they're not gonna cut the interest rate, right? All right, but if so, safe havens are already strong. Oh, priced in. Simply you can say that market is priced in for rate cuts. Yeah, if there is no rate cut, means that market gonna disappoint and they're gonna be reversals. Right? So reversal is going to be over there when you're going to have outcome of the US-China trade war. That's the major driver of the market. Understand these things, all right? So understand that and trade then. That's the important thing. Yeah. So if you're going to just understand the technicals, but not going to understand the reasons why market is moving, the reason behind that, then yeah, you more. I mean, you're going to stay against the trend. Okay, then you can trade against the trend. So that was the last time. Okay, you have seen that chart before. We are looking for such kind of move on the yen pairs. Okay, so this pattern formation can appear over there on the dollar yen. Right, that pattern formation can appear over there. So that's why I said if dollar yen is going, yeah, going to break the previous bottom, let's say previous bottom, then again start to look for it to reverse. Okay, that's the previous chart. So this formation can appear over there at the current price on the dollar yen chart. Okay, and then you see that price reversed, and then we did not see drop on the dollar yen after that, and price was just keep pushing higher. So similar kind of pattern formation can appear over there on lower time frames. So currently we are anticipating price to hold this previous bottom and then reverse. Okay, so move is sharp, slightly can push lower, right? And okay, so slightly can push lower, and you're looking for that to happen, right? Okay, hold that bottom and go that direction. So let's say price is not going to hold this 105 and going to break down. So no panic. Let the price form new low. Okay, let the price form new low. Okay, let's say parallel channel. Okay, so form new low, and after forming new low, bounce off or upside. Okay, similar kind of aggressive move from the bottom. So dollar yen gonna be a good trade for next week. We are focusing on this chart, and if this is not going to give you, I mean, a price section at the current price or the previous low, no panic. Let it push lower, slightly push lower, and then go back up. Okay, so we are expecting at least this kind of move. Okay, this kind of move, at least flat. Go back to the 112 and then draw from there. Okay, so very good pair to watch next week, the dollar yen chart, right? And price to bounce off from the bottom, right? And similar trade setup gonna be over there on the euro yen, but trade with care on the euro yen. Okay, so if dollar yen gonna bounce off, euro yen gonna bounce off too. So we are looking for bounce off from the bottom. Okay, bounce off, correct, and go into that direction. So you can trade against the trend, and that trade gonna be counter trend trade, but make sure you trade with care. Okay, so short term buy from the bottom, right, and euro yen to go into that direction. Okay, bounce off aggressively from the bottom, similar kind of move. Okay, that kind of move, that kind of move. So sharp move, and break out and go for the flat formation. CAD yen, all right? So similar like chart you guys have seen. Okay, so CAD yen chart. There you got the CAD yen chart. Okay, that's the CAD yen chart. And there you are. You see that price slightly went lower than that bottom. Okay, so does not mean anything. So you are looking for this direction price to go. Okay, so price to break out and go into that direction. So similar kind of move. So buy reversal on the CAD yen. Trade with care. Okay, and very much similar kind of setup on the USD yen. Okay, so reversal, longer term chart. As I said, trade with care on the USD pairs. They are highly under pressure, but we need stability into the market. All right, so that stability will give strength, safe havens to go down. Okay, so go back up into that direction. All right, so yen pairs are more strong at the moment than even than the gold. So KV yen correct or reversal for longer term, and on lower time frame they are still pushing lower. It is still pushing lower, so you're looking for another short move like this. All right, so short move like that and a reversal. All right, so short move like that and reversal. Short-term trade gonna be back to that that top, yeah. So flat formation. So reversal, bounce from the bottom and reverse. Okay, so let's look at the Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar also to go down. Okay, so this correction to break, it can slowly push higher, can test the previous high and then can drop. Similar analysis, the analysis I have just shown you on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Okay, so it slightly can push higher and then can break down. So you're looking for this to break down, right? So this correction, the correction you are having, slowly price is pushing higher. Okay, this is pushing higher. Go hit that top and then drop, or aggressive move, break the this corrective uptrend and reverse. And Euro Oz is forming an expanding triangle. Okay, and that expanding triangle to go down. All right, so this expanding triangle to go down, let's straight away look at the 1 hour time frame and price to hold that top and go down. Okay, so this two reverse, go down for one more drop back to the bottom, and EuroCAD to go down for one more drop and then longer term buy. So bigger weekly chart you guys have seen. This is the weekly chart. All right, weekly chart, go for another up move, and on lower time frame we can see one, still can see one more corrective drop back to the bottom. Okay, so price can slowly drop back to the bottom and then can bounce off from the bottom. All right, so you're looking for go down for one more drop on the EuroCAD. Okay, so this one more drop all the way back to that bottom or new low within that flag. All right, and EuroCAD EuroCAD can push more lower, all right? Okay, so it can push more lower back to that bottom. Okay, so this correction can push back to that bottom and then can reverse. Okay, so I'm showing buy on both. I'm showing buy on CAD chief. I'm showing buy on the EuroCAD. Means that one pair gonna go against the other, right? Okay, because both are correlated. So we are expecting one more drop on the EuroCAD, all right? So means that short-term buy gonna be over there on the CAD chief from the bottom, all right? And CAD chief to at least hit that bottom and then go higher. Okay, at least hit that and then go higher. There is room back to the bottom on the CAD chief. Okay, if the wave which I have shown you on the dollar CAD big move, okay, if that wave is going to come, then CAD chief will keep pushing lower back to that bottom. Okay, and then we're gonna have again buy from the bottom. All right, or dollar shift can stay sideways at the current price for longer run before going to continue to go higher. Okay, so on lower time frame, just simply look for short-term buy from the previous bottom, and okay, so this previous bottom and then go higher. Yes, yes, it affects. So Kiwi CAD, all right. So Kiwi CAD is going down, slowly pushing lower. So we are anticipating that the Kiwi CAD gonna bounce out from the previous bottom and gonna give us a reversal. Okay, so it's about to hit that bottom. So we're gonna look for it to reverse. Okay, so go back up to that top or go back up within that flat formation. So simply put your horizontal ray at that previous bottom and we let the price tag that bottom. All right, so short term still continuation on lower time frame like the Kiwi. All right, so still price can go back up for expanding triangle and right, so like this, and still can push lower for one more drop. Okay, so you're looking for price to reverse. And Uzi Chief chart, you have seen the weekly chart, and price is going down for one more drop and from bottom to reverse. Okay, so go back up. This is the weekly chart and price to bounce off from the bottom. So reversal, go down for one more drop and reverse aggressively after hitting that bottom. All right, so reverse aggressively or short term buy like this. Okay, so reversal or short term buy. All right, and Aussie New Zealand dollar to go down for one more drop. Kiwi to get strong now. Okay, there is possibility that this pair can turn into a correction and can break up. So make sure you trade with stop. Don't trade without stop. Okay, that direction, or currently just keep selling for short term back to the bottom and go back up. All right, so let's look at the lower time frame. These corrections to keep forming and this pair to keep going down back to the bottom. Okay, another correction to form and price to hold that top, another correction, hold that top and go back to the previous bottom and again buy from the previous bottom. Okay, and Uzi CAD, one more drop up to the previous bottom and again longer term weekly chart to reverse from the bottom. All right, so longer term chart is the reversal and short term chart is the one more drop. All right, so one more drop, this one more drop. Okay, if price is going to test that top again, all right, so look for it to continue back to that bottom or new low, and once price going to tag the bottom or form new low, reverse bounce off aggressively for upside. All right, and similar analysis like other Kiwi pairs on the Kiwi Chief. All right, so slowly keep pushing lower on the lower time frame and then bounce off like the Uzi Chief chart. All right, oil to continue to go lower, or let's look at the copper before that. Copper to hold the bottom and go back up. Yeah, so currently it is trying to break the bottom, which is possible. Okay, so hold, bounce off and then go back up. Okay, if break down the bottom, then structure gonna change over there, all right? But there's not gonna be a sell setup at the current price for more downside. So oil, let's look at the oil chart. Okay, so big sideways on the oil. Yeah, not trending market on the oil. That's why we were neutral on it, right? And we are expecting still a big sideways market on the oil, all right? So go down for one more drop, another one more drop back to the bottom, and then bounce off. Yeah, after hitting that bottom, similar kind of wave buy. Okay, but currently short-term continuation to the downside. Same analysis on the US oil and natural gas to hit the bottom and reverse. Right, so natural gas chart is very nice chart. Price can stay within that channel for a while. Okay, so go down, hit the bottom and reverse. Right, and let's look at the equity market. So Nasdaq 100 index can break down the daily correction which we are having on lower time frame and can form that expanding triangle. Yeah, so we have seen that expanding triangle before as well. So we are not anticipating a reversal or big drop. So I mean if Nasdaq 100 index or Dow Jones or S&P 500 is going to drop for another 3%, let's say 3% or 5% more drop is going to come on the US equities. Yeah, you're going to see Donald Trump again going to start to say that this is a best opportunity, buy US equities, more opportunity, this and that. Yeah, blah, 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 like last time. All right. So he start to react to every small thing these days. He's reacting to every small thing. All right. So last time when he was, price was there and he was saying that this move even was driven by the Donald Trump as well. He tweeted all right? And market started to fall. And last Friday, he tweeted, and again, market started to fall, right? And somewhere there, he was saying that by the even he was saying there by the US equities, yeah, big opportunity, this and that. So you're gonna see he gonna come in and again gonna start to say that by the US, right, major averages, you're gonna see huge potential over there, this and that, blah 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 blah. Okay, I mean, what I'm saying that the positive tweets gonna start to come from Donald Trump. Okay, if market gonna start pushing lower, you're gonna see that he gonna start to post positive comments, positive tweets, and so that market can hold and gonna start to continue to go higher. All right. So what we are looking for, yeah, this is what we are looking for. So ABC move. This currently we are not looking for this ABC move, right? So currently we are looking for this ABC move. All right. So price to hold the previous bottom and just keep pushing higher. But there is possibility the way price is behaving, all right, it can break down the previous bottom and can get up to that bottom, this previous low, right? And this nice opportunity, okay, nice buy opportunity gonna be over there, nice buy the dip. So people are setting up for the recession and they are thinking that the big drop gonna come over there on the equity market. All right, so it's not there yet. Okay, so still you can grab almost 9,000. All right, so you can, right, so it still can push up to, I mean, you still can grab 30%. If it is going to hit the previous bottom, there's going to be a buy opportunity, and that buy opportunity can give you similar like this previous move. Okay, so previous move was 35% rise on the previous move, but it took almost 121 days, and similar kind of time the next wave gonna take. All right. So if it is going to dip up to 7,000, all right, so still there's going to be a good opportunity to go for, I mean, good opportunity. Yeah, so currently we are not expecting drop to go up to that much far away, but possibility exists over there. The reason is that the price is not, I mean, behaving well over there at the current price and turning into a correction, all right? So this ABC move turning into a correction, okay? And this correction can slightly get bigger and can get down, all right? So this possibility exists over. So when you go for long, make sure you keep that thing in your mind, all right? So what we are looking for right now, so let's talk about that. This is a change in pattern formation and secondary, but first is the flag flat. All right, let's go down, let's remove that, and this is what we are expecting price to do. Okay, continue to go higher. If not, at least go back to that top. All right, at least go back to that top. So on lower time frame, when price gonna hit the bottom next week, you're looking for this to go higher. Okay, so it to hold that bottom. All right, this bottom. And short term, this is your trade, that like that. All right, so if you remember, I think I haven't shown you that trade, but we have traded on this trade in our room. Okay, and continue to go higher. Okay, so this move, okay, this wave, all right, and this ABC move to at least get back to that top or longer term continuation to the downside. So means that there is a buy opportunity at least for this short term. Okay, so there you're watching and price to break out and continue to go higher. Same analysis on the S&P 500. So S&P 500 to continue to go higher up to 2500, right? So 2500 is very likely. Okay, so let's look at the previous wave, how long that wave took. It took almost 128 days and 220 days. All right, and And let's say that the next wave is going to appear over there from the previous bottom and going to take a similar kind of duration. So let's say 220 days. And how long you have left for the Donald Trump election? All right. So he's going for the election next year. Almost a year left. And what he is going to sell to his voters, if 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 equity market is going to drop there, let's say equity market is going to drop here, all right, with the next, so let's say this move is not going to happen, and you're going to see that wave, okay, similar kind of wave back to that bottom with the next to that bottom. Let's say 200 days, all right. Next 200 days prices just keep gonna pushing lower, and the S&P 500 is going to tag that bottom, and at the same time Trump is having election. Let's say S&P 500 is going to hit the 2300, and in 2020, and Trump is having election in 2020. What he's going to sell to his voter, that the economy is performing well and jobs coming, Americans are great again? Is it he I mean is this he's going to sell to his voter, right? So he's playing tactics, all right. And the lower the market goes, he's more sensitive to the market than any other, all right. So we are not expecting big drop on the equity market. Soon we're going to see that the thing's going to start to get better, and of course he's going to go for the election, and he gonna try to calm down everything which we are having right now, so that investors can get in and they can start to believe that yes, there is no uncertainty, let's trade, let's push the market for more upside, and let's take out from the market the 35% which is left. So means that our target is the 3500 for 2020, December 2020, all right. So it can even hit that before that. So means that buy opportunity on the S&P 500. Okay, so in S&P 500 gonna go that much far away if things gonna go out of control like that. So this is what happened last time when things went out of control in 2018. All right, if things are going to go out of control again, then you're gonna see a drop like that. And but after that drop again, you need time, right? You need time for the S&P 500 to push more higher up to 3500. Okay, and he's not going to have enough time, right? Look at that, 135 days. Let's say price going to take same 100 days drop, aggressive drop to the downside, and they're going to be close to the 2300, but it needs time to go up, all right? So it's not going to go higher that way, all right? So stay positive, buy opportunity, short term on lower time frame, look for it to continue to go higher. The lower the price goes, it's going to create an opportunity to buy the depot, right? Okay, so Trump is there. Don't worry. If market goes down, he's gonna come and gonna say that buy. You're gonna have signal over there. Okay, so same analysis like the other equity market ABC move. So we went long for this move, right? Even we were looking for these I mean these ups as well, and this to up as well. So all buy, all buy. Okay, so same again at this bottom, hold that bottom and continue to go higher. Okay, so first of all, look for this short-term trade, right? This short-term trade like that. Okay, all right. If breaks, stay in. If don't, take off. Let the price come down again, and then again buy from the bottom. All right, and S&P 500, US Dow Jones, all right? So Dow Jones as well, similar formation. Okay, so it can break the bottom and can go for expanding triangle like that. The expanding triangle can form. Same analysis like that, all right? So push lower and then can continue to go higher. All right, so on lower time frame, go back up from the bottom, hit the bottom and short-term buy, and that buy to take and continue to go higher. Okay, this flat formation and continue to go higher. All right, if not, then this short-term trade and one more drop for an expanding triangle, and then again buy for the expanding triangle for continuation to the upside. Okay, so let's look at the Nike. Nike is also interesting. Okay, Nike to continue to go higher. All right, this one more up leg, continuation, next leg. Okay, so stability is there in the Japan. No more problem with the US reaching to the deal. Good for the yen. Okay, and from bottom, right, from this bottom or new low. Okay, so go into that direction. So buy gonna be slow. So we're expecting quick buy, but we don't have fundamentals, good fundamentals at the moment, which gonna give us a quick buy. So buy gonna be slow over there. All right, and let's look at the Bitcoin. There you got the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, last week we were expecting this flag to break down for one more drop. Okay, let's go to the bigger time frame chart. This expanding triangle, this triangle to continue to go higher up to previous high. All right, this expanding triangle to continue to go higher. On lower time frame, you're expecting the correction which we are having over there, that correction to push for one more drop. All right, tag the bottom, tag the 9,000, and then bounce off from that bottom and reverse the trend. All right, okay, so this previous low, we are into that triangle. Okay, bounce off and continue to go higher. Okay, this area you were watching very closely next week. Okay, so we are still within that wave, the way which we are, I mean, expecting from that top to happen. Okay, if you look at the update, we are within that triangle. So now price to hold the 9,000, 9,100 and go back up within that triangle or just bounce off. So I hope you have heard the news over the weekend from, not over the weekend, on Friday, that Mark Carney and Mark Carney was saying to Paul that they should consider virtual currency, virtual reserve currency rather than the dollar, on the for dollar replacement. So it's not so easy, but if they are thinking, means that you may see some virtual currencies, at some point in future, okay, which gonna give strength to the other cryptocurrencies. If central banks are going to move to the cryptocurrencies, then obviously these cryptocurrencies going to have a lot of potential for more upside. Okay, so now Bitcoin to hold that bottom. Okay, this is the wave which we are having, hold that bottom, and next wave is this much wave within that triangle, or continuation to the upside. Okay, so that was a good news, but Bitcoin did not react to that. So Bitcoin reacted to the Facebook news. All right, so Libra. So any good news from that angle, that side, also going to give strength to the cryptocurrencies. All right. So Ripple is slowly pushing lower. You can see that clearly. It is flat, sitting at the bottom. All right. So 25 is hitting, so it can push up to 20 cent as well. All right. So 20 cent means that you're watching those areas very closely, so it can bounce off. Still bearish, all right, so there is no sign to push more higher from the current price. Okay, so sharp bearish, so people are buying, all right, so people buying um, the Ripple. Okay, so still bearish. Okay, so it still can push lower. 20 cent, you are looking for 20 cent or 25 cent to hold on the Ripple, and longer term reversal on the Ripple. Okay, so short term buy as well over there on the Ripple, this short-term buy. Okay, so from that bottom, go into that direction. Okay, this short-term buy up to that top. Same analysis on the OITA, longer-term buy, short-term buy as well. Flat, it is flat, ahead of that big move. All right, so on left side, you are having a very big move, flat, bullish on it for longer term, and you're watching the previous bottom. Okay, short-term trade is this, and longer-term trade is the reversal. Okay, so longer-term trade is this. Give us another rise. Come out from the cold storage. So cryptocurrencies are in the cold storage. So come out from the cold storage and reverse the trend. All right. Okay, everyone. I think enough for this week. Is there any question? So Euro New Zealand dollar to drop. Do we have any question on the YouTube? Euro New Zealand dollar to drop. All right. So Euro New Zealand dollar to break down that correction. So it can slowly push up the way it is pushing up. All right. It can keep doing like that and can hit that top. All right. This top. So you're looking for this to boom. So strength on the euro. Gonna keep pushing this pair for upside. So you're looking for strength on the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar is about to hit the previous bottom. So simply you are looking for Donald Trump tweet to say that everything is fine. Okay, so rather than looking for the Euro New Zealand dollar to euro, you're looking for the Donald Trump to give you a tweet and saying in that tweet that everything is fine. We are talking with the China and we are having deal. And you're gonna see New Zealand gonna go up, Aussie gonna go up, and Euro New Zealand dollar gonna drop. Right? Okay, everyone, enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend. Have a nice weekend and profitable week. We'll see you back again in another week next week. All right. So until then, bye bye. Enjoy your weekend. Next week. All right. So next week we're gonna look at that. Thank you. Bye bye.